Get ready for a rapid-fire rundown of the biggest stories in combat sports. UFC broadcaster Joe Rogan is weighing in on Ronda Rousey's explosive criticisms of fighter pay, and we've got the inside scoop. Plus, UFC lightweight champion Islam Makhachev is breaking his silence on claims he outweighed Dustin Poirier in their epic title fight. And Jose Aldo is dropping bombshells about Conor McGregor's behavior during their historic UFC 189 World Tour. Finally, Colby Covington is firing shots at the UFC, alleging the promotion is punishing fighters with inactivity. Don't miss a second, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell.
Tired of dropping your phone or struggling to prop it up? Meet the PopSockets phone grip with expanding kickstand in black, your new must-have accessory. Don't miss out. Grab yours today. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Ronda Rousey's criticisms of the UFC are making waves, and even Joe Rogan agrees she's got a point. This comes as Rousey continues to negotiate her next big move, aiming for a lucrative deal with Netflix and most valuable promotions, potentially changing the game for fighter compensation. Rogan, speaking on his podcast with Dustin Poirier, acknowledged Rousey's assertions that fighters are underpaid, especially in light of the UFC's massive $7.7 billion deal with Paramount. He highlighted the potential for Netflix, with its vast financial resources, to disrupt the current landscape and elevate fighter pay, drawing parallels to the boxing world where star power dictates earnings. Rogan suggested that if Netflix successfully enters the MMA space with big-name stars, it could force the UFC to increase its own fighter compensation, shifting the focus from promoters to the athletes themselves. He emphasized that Rousey's arguments hold weight because they are rooted in a potential reality where fighters can command higher salaries, particularly as Netflix eyes its first MMA event headlined by Rousey against Gina Carano on May 16th. The combat sports community is buzzing, with many agreeing that Rousey's focus on fighter pay is long overdue and could lead to significant changes across the industry. Stick around, because what Rogan said next about Netflix's potential impact is mind-blowing. And get ready, because we're diving into a shocking claim from Islam Makhachev about a past title fight. Did UFC lightweight champion Islam Makhachev secretly outweigh Dustin Poirier in their title fight? Poirier thinks so, claiming he was told Makhachev tipped the scales at a staggering 192 pounds on fight night, nearly 15 pounds heavier than Poirier's 176. This controversy emerged on the latest episode of the Joe Rogan Experience, where Poirier recounted a conversation with UFC official Hunter Campbell. Campbell reportedly revealed Makhachev's fight night weight, leaving Poirier stunned by the perceived size difference he felt during their bout. Poirier described looking across the octagon and seeing Makhachev looking huge with prominent veins, fueling his suspicion. However, Makhachev has vehemently denied these claims, stating he has never weighed more than 176 pounds. Makhachev recently defended his title against Renato Moicano and then moved up to welterweight, dominating Jack Della Maddalena to claim that belt. The MMA world is dissecting these weight claims, with fans debating the fairness and transparency of weigh-in procedures. But the drama doesn't stop there. We're heading back in time to uncover Jose Aldo's wild accusations about Conor McGregor's behavior during a legendary fight tour. Jose Aldo is spilling the tea on Conor McGregor's wild antics during the UFC 189 World Tour back in 2015. Aldo, speaking on the Brazilian show Fut and Papo, revealed that while the cameras were rolling, McGregor was allegedly sniffing and drinking all the time off-camera during the month-long promotional tour. This tour, designed to build hype for their featherweight title bout, saw them travel across Brazil, Ireland, the US, and Canada. The intense rivalry culminated in McGregor famously knocking Aldo out in just 13 seconds in their December 2015 fight. Aldo also claimed McGregor's partying extended to his time filming The Ultimate Fighter Season 22, where he coached opposite Uriah Faber, suggesting McGregor was often absent from training sessions due to his lifestyle. Despite the past animosity, Aldo stated that he and McGregor now maintain a positive relationship, exchanging messages about family and life. Fans are reliving the intense build-up to UFC 189 and debating McGregor's past conduct. And speaking of UFC drama, get ready for Colby Covington's fiery rant against the promotion for how they handle fighter inactivity. Colby Covington is fed up, and he's calling out the UFC, accusing the promotion of intentionally keeping fighters inactive as punishment. The former interim welterweight champion, who faced criticism for his own periods of inactivity, claims the UFC matchmakers impose longer layoffs on fighters who decline their proposed matchups. Covington pointed to UFC official Hunter Campbell as the key decision-maker in these situations, stating that fighters are often given an ultimatum: accept the fight or be iced out for an entire year, regardless of whether the offer is ideal or the pay is perceived as fair. He believes this strategy forces fighters to either be company men or face financial repercussions by being sidelined. Covington's last fight was a TKO loss to Joaquin Buckley in 2024. He also suggested that top-earning fighters like Ilia Topuria, Islam Makhachev, and Khabib Nurmagomedov are unlikely to speak out against the UFC because they are already highly compensated, earning millions per fight. Covington recently expressed frustration about not being included on an upcoming White House card and challenged Bo Nickel to a fight at welterweight. Covington's outspoken criticism is sparking a debate about fighter rights and UFC's contract practices. That's all the news for today, but we'll be right back with a super-fast recap of all the top stories. From Joe Rogan's take on Ronda Rousey's UFC pay criticisms to Islam Makhachev denying weight discrepancies with Dustin Poirier, we've covered it all. We heard Jose Aldo's explosive claims about Conor McGregor's behavior during their world tour, and Colby Covington's furious accusations against the UFC for fighter inactivity. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more breaking news, hit that notification bell so you never miss an update, and drop a comment below with your thoughts. Follow us on all social media platforms to stay connected. We'll see you next time.